Good morning. Here's Mrs. Melindy, third grade teacher. I'm just going to kind of try to teach you on a video, which is super weird for me. Here I am at home, all dressed up, trying to look good for y'all. I'm going to go over my lesson on Tuesday. You guys will be picking up your packets, and so you'll have all these papers in your packets. So for Monday, April 6th, just watch this video, and then whenever you get your packet, you can kind of do everything. Okay, so in your packet and on our Facebook page, make sure you guys are on our third grade Facebook page. You will have this awesome calendar. Well, not really a calendar. It's a lesson plan, but basically it's going to go over who is teaching what. So Miss Russell is doing read alouds. I am doing reading instruction. Mrs. Matthews is doing math, and Mrs. Marcus is doing science and social studies. Okay, so this goes over all 5 weeks that you guys are going to be doing school at home, long distance. Okay, so whenever you get your packet or look at the lesson plan, for me, reading instruction this week, we're just going to review and go over our prefixes, root words, and suffixes. This should be really easy for you guys. You guys learned it in 2nd grade. We've talked about it in 3rd grade, so this is just a really good review for you guys. Okay, so on Monday it says, watch this video please. I'm going to show you that video on my other computer here because I noticed that there's some problems. It's wanting you to log in on BrainPop, which you are more than welcome to create your own student account. I believe it's free during this crazy time. But I'm just going to show it to you on this video so that you don't have to kind of keep going to different links, and if you have problems logging in, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then mini lesson video of me is this right here. You're watching it now. Okay, so this is Monday for April 6th. So we're gonna watch this. Hopefully it works out good. Watch this video. All right.
What you doing? You want to study geology? I thought you were studying biology. And 2 weeks ago, it was Greek mythology. Pick an ology. Dear Tim and Moby, I just don't understand prefixes and suffixes at all. Please help. From Pat. Words can be broken down into different parts: roots, prefixes, and suffixes. A root is the essential part of the word, and it can't be broken down into any smaller parts. A prefix is a part of the word that goes before the root, and suffixes come after the root. How do you know what all the parts mean? Well, mostly it comes with practice. Prefixes and suffixes have definitions, just like root words. Let's look at the word dehydration. The prefix is de, the root is hydro, and the suffix is shun. De is a common prefix that means lack of. Hydra, the root word, comes from the Greek word for water. And shun here means something like a state of being. So if you put it all together, you can figure out the meaning of the word dehydration, a state in which something or someone lacks water. Let's look at another example. Unpleasantness. The prefix is un, which means not. Un is a really common prefix that we see in a lot of words. Uncommon, unlikely, undecided, unclear. Pleasant is the root word. Ness is the suffix, which means state of. So unpleasantness means the state of not being pleasant. Adding a prefix or suffix to a root word changes its meaning, and often it's part of speech. Well, adding the prefix un changes the meaning of pleasant to mean its opposite. Adding the suffix ness changes the word pleasant from an adjective into a noun. Well, no, not all words are made up of all 3 parts. Here's another word. It has only 2 parts. Biology. The root is bio, which comes from the Greek word for life. Ology, or logi, is a suffix that means the study of. So biology means the study of life. A lot of prefixes and suffixes come from Greek and Latin words. If you learn what some of them mean, you can figure out definitions of words you thought you didn't know. Common prefixes like anti, co, pre, and auto are easy to spot. And some common suffixes are ist, ism, able, and full. Thinking of a bunch of words that contain the same prefix or suffix can help you figure out its meaning. Well, let's think of some words that end in "er." Gardener, runner, recorder. A gardener is someone who gardens. A runner is someone who runs. A recorder is a machine that records things. So I guess when a verb has "er" at the end, it's describing someone or something that performs the verb's action. But a prefix or suffix might not always mean the same thing. For example, when you add "er" to the end of an adjective, it means more, like in bigger, faster, or brighter. Hey, why are you looking at my head? What, do you want to study phrenology now? Timology? No, I don't think that's a real word.
All right, so there's your little video. Okay, so in your packet, it'll say week 1 like this. That way you know it's my reading instruction. You'll have one for all 5 weeks, okay? So under this one, there is a little packet stapled to it, and it's prefixes and suffixes. It's kind of like a puzzle, okay? So it's got all these different puzzle pieces, and my bad, I did two-sided, so when you cut one side, the back side is not going to look very pretty. So please forgive me on that. Okay, so I had my son Xander kind of cut out some pieces for me, so I'm going to show you what those look like. Okay. Okay, so just fun little puzzles that you guys can kind of put together, work on your prefixes and suffixes just for a fun review. And when you put them together, just kind of think about how it changes the meaning of the word, okay? So I know that we've talked about this several times in class, okay? So remember prefixes, they all have different meanings, like pre is before, un is not, re is again, in is not, im is not, miss means it's wrong, okay? And then remember your suffixes also have different meanings as well. So if you add an S, it means more than one. If it's ed, it means it's in the past, okay? So remember, those are just some examples. So then on Tuesday, your assignment for me is spelling city, okay? So you're gonna have this lesson 23 with spelling words. Get on spelling city and you have an assignment. Whether you're from my class or Miss Russell's class, you guys all have your logins for spelling city, and this should be posted. Let me know if you're having problems. Okay, so then you're going to finish these assignments on Tuesday, April 7th for me. Number 1 is word study. Number 2, missing letters. And number 3, alphabetize. All of these words have suffixes on the end of them. Okay, so that's for Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, which would be the 8th, April 8th, you are going to do a journal for me, okay? A lot of you picked up your school supplies. If not, just grab a plain piece of paper and a pencil, and it's called Wordy Wednesday. This is gonna be every Wednesday you're gonna do a journal for me, okay? So this one is perfect party. Describe what the ultimate, can't read backwards, what the ultimate birthday party would look like if you could do anything that you wanted. Then it says, don't forget to use 5 or more sentences. Have your mom or dad, an adult, older brother, check your sentences. Remember, capital letter at the beginning, period or exclamation at the end, or a question mark. Okay, nice complete sentences. It needs to have a complete thought. Tell me what the perfect party would be, okay? For some of you who had birthdays during this crazy time, write what your perfect birthday party would be like whenever we are not quarantined or stuck inside, okay? So that's your journal work for me. Then on Thursday, you have an IXL skill to complete for me. Remember, get a 90 or higher. And when you go to IXL, remember you can click more info and it'll explain to you what some of the different meanings are and I don't know, just how to better answer your question. Okay, so IXL skill for Thursday is 3rd grade, W4. Determine the meaning of a word with the suffix FUL or LESS. Okay, so full or less. Suffixes always go on the end of the word. It says for students who have already completed the skill, do the 4th grade level W4, which is also about suffixes. Don't get all discouraged because it's 4th grade. I know you guys can do this because we have gone over this several times. Okay, so that is your assignment from me for reading instruction for your first week at home. Now remember, you can always contact me on our Facebook group, third grade page. Tell me or comment below if you have finished the entire week. Comment below if you have any questions. And you can also contact me on the Remind Me app that your parents have. That way it's kind of more private that way. Let me know if you're struggling. I'm not taking grades on any of this, okay? This is just to help you continue your education. But you definitely need to do it, okay? Should be super easy for y'all. And remember, if you guys need extra help at home, Miss Norton, that you guys have seen for reading, reading intervention, she is more than willing to help you guys too. She has some like office hours. You can always email her or let me know if you need her information. And then also, if you are having trouble because maybe your parents speak more Spanish at home, Miss Sosa or Miss Rosa are willing to help us as well. So let me know if you need help with a translator. And I know that Mrs. Conway is more than willing to help you too. So if you're used to going to see Miss Conway, let me know, or I can give you her email address. She is more than willing to help you guys at home too. Okay, so you guys have so many teachers who are there for you and willing to help you through this crazy time. We're trying to make the work easy for you, review things, not necessarily teaching you new stuff that might be a little bit harder for you. So yeah, my first video, be kind. Hopefully the next one will be even better. I miss you guys so much. Bye.